Hey friends, welcome to Nature Notes. This is the last chickadee edition because they have all left the nest. The nest is empty. They won't be coming back here. So that is really exciting news. I'm a little sad though because one of them died. One of the young chickadees didn't make it. And so I had a little funeral for it and I buried it over here. You can see I put some flowers down. But the good news is that 5 of them flew away with their mom and dad for a little while. The parents will probably feed the young for a little while to help them get started in life, maybe help show them how to find food. They're probably eating a lot of insects right now that the weather's getting warmer. And I'm sure you're wondering why the one died. Probably it was just not big enough to leave the nest when the others were. The parents weren't able to get it enough food to leave the nest when the other ones did. We don't really know why, but the chickadees needed to leave the nest as soon as they could, because the longer they're in the nest, that gives more time for predators to find the nest. And if a predator like a snake or something finds the nest, it will kill all of them. So the parents want to get them out of the nest as soon as possible. But let's take a look at this nest. Oops, my ladder's a little bit too far away. I'm gonna need to clean out the nest box. And so let's take a look at this nest. Wow. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so amazing. So amazing. It's got, it's made of lots of moss. You can just see the beautiful moss. And you can also see all the soft stuff on the top that I talked about. This is definitely, let's see, what is that? Fur. Who knows where they got this? That looks like cotton. It's very soft things there. Some little bit of poop in there. But you can see that they lined the cup with the soft part. Birds like chickadees that like to use soft material fur will actually pluck it from live dogs. If your dog is sleeping on your porch and it's really tired, a little tufted titmouse or a chickadee might come along and pluck some of its fur out to use for its nest. It's crazy. I saw a video of it. So you can also hang little mesh bags of string and yarn and fur. If you're brushing your dog out and you have a lot of extra fur, you can hang that in a mesh bag in a tree. Starting in February around this and through this time of year, and birds will use it in their nest. It's amazing how birds know how to build a nest just by instinct. Nobody teaches them how to build a nest. They just know how. One other thing I didn't tell you about chickadees is that they are cavity nesters. That means that they need a hole to build their nest in. They won't just build an open nest out in some branches like a robin will, or like maybe we've seen at school where we just find a nest in a bush in some branches. They have to be in a hole. So in a hole in a tree, in an old log, in a nest box like this, in an old fence post. And those places are hard to find. There aren't a whole lot of them sometimes. And sometimes other birds that aren't native will take those nest spots. So that's why I'm glad I was able to provide a nest place for these chickadees. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear this. Whoa, almost fell. Whoa, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out. You always wanna clean out your nest box. This one has this nice little platform to have some air circulation down there, but you always want to clean your nest box out because I even see some longer hairs. It looks like one of mine actually. These are interesting little pieces of material here. it's like a curled leaf from a weed or something, but they're very soft. You want to clean your nest box out to get rid of any insects or mites or lice that might attract, or that might be left over in the wood or in the nest material. You don't want that to spread to the next birds that nest in here. Most birds do not reuse their nests, so you don't have to worry about them wanting to reuse this one. It's not going to happen. That's very, very rare. Maybe just a few birds like bald eagles will reuse their nest year after year. Maybe osprey, but not these songbirds. They don't get reused. So actually, I'll get a brush later and brush that out. I didn't bring a brush up here with me. So now that the birds have fledged, I haven't seen hide nor hair of them. I don't know where they are. I'm glad they're not around here because of those neighborhood cats that are very dangerous to small birds and mammals. Neighborhood cats kill hundreds of thousands of birds and small mammals every year. It's really sad. Cats really belong inside, and I was just trying to I just had to chase my neighbor's cat off the other day. It was trying to kill a little vole, which is a small mammal that lives in nature. But anyway, so once birds fledge, the parents often will feed them for a little while afterwards. So they'll just be out and about, flitting around. And if you see this, you do not want to approach them. You want to make sure you keep your distance, because that would really scare them and put them in a dangerous situation where maybe another predator can get them because they're so concerned about you. But because a lot of times birds leave the nest as quickly as they can, like I mentioned, so that in a way they're safer because they're out of the nest. Sometimes larger birds, they can't fly very well. So if you see a bird that has all of its feathers hopping around on the ground and it can't fly very well, don't pick it up. Don't approach it. Like I said, stay far away, because the parents might be nearby and are feeding it, helping it to get food for the first little while. All birds are a little bit different. I'm thinking my chickadees were probably pretty good flyers when they left the nest. So anyway, that's exciting. So those 5, so we had 6 eggs. One of them died, and so 5 of them are out flying around in the world somewhere. So that is really, really exciting. I'll keep putting bird seed in my feeder to maybe help them out a little bit if they want to get some seeds. But I haven't seen them. I think they're just out finding insects on their own. And my nest box is empty now in case another bird wants to nest in it this season. So I'll just keep an eye on it and see if another species of bird wants to nest in there. But if not, it'll be there through up until for next year. Thanks for joining me for Nature Notes. Bye.